welcome back to our channel once again. This is Ninghui Kim Kong Sai and you're watching TCN English News Edition. First, the headlines. Kuki impeaching Nopal refute on statement made by Meitei's media regarding couple of houses burned at Kwata Kule. Indigenous tribal village volunteers give stern warning on attempted attack at Kuki Zohmar communities at Ziribam by Meitei militants. News in detail. The Kuki impeaching Nopal KIT has denounced new Meitei lies and fake propaganda orchestrated by Meitei Chief Minister loyalists using the names of various Meitei groups. The propaganda claims Kuki militants burned 2 houses in Kwata or Kwata Kuno, but KIT asserts the incident was staged by Meitei terrorists to smear the Kuki Zo community's image. In its press release, the Kuki impeaching Nopal states that the Meitei media houses in Imphal and other social media platforms are flooded with the latest versions of Meitei lie and fake propaganda, which is again orchestrated by Meitei Chief Minister loyalists, that is, Meitei Police Commando, impersonated by a mixture of Meitei secessionist village-based insurgent groups, India or Burma, Arambai Tengo, Meitei Lipun, etc., who are all Meitei by blood using the noble name of Manipur State Forces. The so-called latest fake propaganda claimed that 2 houses in Kwata or Kwata Kuno were burned down by Kuki militants. However, the truth is that the said incident was staged by the state Meitei terrorists to malign the image of Kuki Zo communities. The release further states such type of lies and fake propaganda is the favorite nature of the shameless Meitei in their ongoing genocidal crusade against Kuki Zo indigenous community as a veil to hide their wrongful utilizations of state machinery against its own citizens, which is on their disposal since start May 2023, till date, against the indigenous tribal in war-footing manner. This so-called orchestrated incident has nothing to do with the Kuki Zo communities whatsoever, but is a drama to take adverse advantage by the Meitei in the tribal areas, which will not be tolerated by Kuki impeaching Nopal in any manner. The Kuki impeaching Nopal inform all concerned, especially the Meiteis, not to irritate the Kuki Zo communities with such cheap fake propaganda and advise not to bother the Kuki Zo communities or else face consequences, aided the release.
Following the press release made by the Kuki impeaching Nopal district, I once again clarified that the news that had been gone viral from the Meitei community that the house of the Kwata Kuno was burned by the Kuki Zo community, well, it may be a false and a fake propaganda made by the Meitei community to destroy the image of the Kuki Zo community. That house may be burned by themselves or burned by their own community, but it is a makeup and a fake propaganda to spoil the image of the Kuki Zo community residing in the Nopal district. Furthermore, we will go to the spot and we will check out the fake and we will be again clarifying the incidents of this Kwata Kuno village.
The indigenous tribal village volunteers ITVV has learned of an attempt attack by Meitei militants, specifically the UNLF, on the Kuki Zomi tribes in Ziribam district on the night of March 11, 2024. The press release reads, "We want to be very clear that we will not allow such actions under any circumstances. The ITVV gives a strong message to the UNLF, Arambai Tengo, and all Meitei militants or terrorists associated with them that they are not allowed to trespass even by mistake into Kuki Zomi tribal lands. This notice is a clear message. The ITVV is determined to protect our people and ancestral lands." The release further reads, "We will do whatever it takes to keep them safe. If the UNLF, Arambai Tengo, or any Meitei militants ignore this message and enter into our areas, ITVV will take strong action, even if it means extreme measures. in the event of any untoward incidents taking place in this regard. The responsibility will be borne by the UNLF, run by Tingo, or members or individuals associated with them. Except for the Central Security Forces, no armed people or groups are allowed to enter Kuki-Zomi-Mar tribal lands. If anyone does, there will be consequences. This is not just a press statement. It is a promise to protect our people and ancestral land. Ignoring this press statement will be severe and irreversible. We will not allow any aggressions against our tribes. The ITVV is watching and ready to defend our ancestral land, and people at all costs aided the release. A press meet was held today at the office of the Mulnoy Area Welfare Council, MAWC, regarding hardships faced by the villagers of the area amid violence in the state. During the press meeting, the Mulnoy Area Committee apprised of the difficulties faced by the people of the area regarding food and ration, medicine, and other essential amenities. The secretary of the Mulnoy Welfare Council apprised the press about the level of difficulties they are reeling under and also laid down some points. Apart from ITLF, the Mulnoy area have not received any assistance from other groups, CSOs or individuals since the beginning of the ethnic violence. The ITLF had extended help to MAWC in terms of food and ration, medicine, for which he expressed his thanks and gratitude to the ITLF on behalf of the people of the area. Many villagers had left their homes owing to the ethnic violence. The number of villages has drastically decreased, but people staying in their homes are keeping guard and maintain the buffer zone. At present, there is shortage of food and ration, medicine, and other necessities to defend our land, he added. Villagers of Mulnoy area who left their homes are requested to return as soon as possible. He further reiterated that anyone denying the repeated request to return back to their villages, their homes will be seized by MAWC and accommodate people from other villages who volunteer themselves to keep guard at the Mulnoy buffer zone. Villagers who do not return until today will not be given chance to return back home, and the MAWC will not issue any kind of warning, and actions will be initiated as per wishes of MAWC. MAWC Secretary further requests the District MP to pay a visit to this Mulnoy buffer zone and Mulnoy area at least once a month. He also requests Kuki-Zo people staying inside and outside of Manipur to extend maximum help to the Mulnoy area Tingnopal frontline. As Mulnoy area frontline is in vulnerable state with limited manpower, he requests everyone to volunteer themselves for the said area. Moreover, Tingnopal district has only one MLA and food and other necessities are scarce. The MLA recently donated 1 cow and 100 bags of rice, but none of the other Kuki-Zo MLA or minister had extended help to the Tingnopal frontline, he said. For which he expressed his sincere thanks to the MLA and requested him to extend his help when needed in the future. Mention may be made that Mulnoy area has a small cultivable land which separates the Meitei villages and the Kuki-Zo villages, where they keep guard day and night.
Ahin thì không chân lâm cài hòn ngày tu na lùng giang ngày tu na cái này khó mình bản năng cái làm ná này cái tông nhìn cái cha chân mi bia hung lô phát hin nên là cha yang hung là sắm tiền nên là cha họ hi để hết hin lô hi là tu ni chân cái hi outside mun đang ngao cô na cái thu pi na chân ngắm khát na front line thì ngay năm alo là buffer zone thì na dung duy các mũ đi vào lon thì tu ni chân ngay các mũ khăn này phù vin đi xe la xe đình chun hi chung chun à hen hi chung chang à hen hi ta banga ne le cha hen lang thil lang na ngai cha gal hi ji ngai cha ho ka mu lo pha du chun MAWC lam kai ho ka ho vin hi pin hi le isu pi ho ITLF lam kai ho ko ma lam ka langa chiu tin ke thu pin ga thum tau te tin ka ga chiu vin ITLF a ko nin ke paum ta chu ne le cha hi han lang lo le a hi rong le cái thu pi thei chan in cái thu pi win cái chi yong hin MAWC le Mulnoy area mi pi chule Tingnopal front line หัวทะเขียนไอตีเล็บสมัยกิปานะ3ตาเก่งผมนี่
KSO Churachandpur Education Department issued a public notice especially for students that Online Common Entrance Exam CEE for Army Recruitment 2024 is scheduled with effect from 22 April to 7 May 24, Pan-India. Candidates register for the exam and indicate their choice of 5 exam centers in their order of preferences. Initially, only one center was earmarked in Manipur at Imphal. After detailed deliberations with the exam conducting vendor, an additional center at Churachandpur has now been activated and candidates may now apply to appear from the center at Churachandpur also. However, candidates who have registered earlier did not have the option of opting for Churachandpur as the exam center and may have opted for other cities like Aizawl or Silchar. Candidates who wish to change their preferred exam center to Churachandpur may send an email at swarkokika@nic.in so that necessary changes can be made during allocations schedule. Free pre-recruitment training on March 18, 2024. Those interested in participating are requested to submit their names to 36 Assam Rifles at Headquarters Bank and 36 Assam Rifles Sangay Koi. For additional information regarding the choice of examination center, individuals can reach out to the office of KSO Churachandpur. In view of the prevailing situations and ethnic violence in the state of Manipur, the long-awaited and highly anticipated Nampi Road was inaugurated today at Luang Sanggol village by Thanglin Laldongal in the presence of leaders of CSOs and other organizations and Reverend Lunkolet Khongsai pastor. Luang Sanggol Baptist Church had the dedications prayer. Speaking at the inaugural functions of Nampi Road, Helen Kipgen said, all these are made possible because of God's grace upon the Kuki-Zo community. Secondly, it is the result of oneness of the leaders. Unveiling of stone was entrusted to Thanglin Laldongal as a gesture of showing respect to Ching Zapao Aisanpa, who fought tirelessly for the cause of Kuki. Khup Khotang Guite also expressed his gratitude upon Helen Kipgen and Kuki Army for which this program is made possible. Reverend Lunkolet Khongsai had a prayer for the well-being of the Kuki armies and the village volunteers. Present in the program were leaders from Kotu, KSO Sadar Hills, Thadawimpi Sadar Hills, TYS Sadar Hills, KWWO, area chiefs and leaders, religious leaders, and many other eminent personalities. As usual, human wing of the ITLF had a seat in protest at the Wall of Remembrance, Tuibung in honor and respect to the martyrs of who sacrificed their lives in the ongoing ethnic cleansing drive initiated by the Métis. As part of the sit-in protest, Baruch President, United Messianic Youth Council, Biak Muan, Tombing, social activists, and Pastor Elvis Netla delivered speeches. Speakers at the sit-in protest stressed on the importance of oneness, reliance on God wholeheartedly, and to stand together at any circumstances. Taking part in the sit-in protest were women from Chingkonpang, Deep Hylin Hill Town, New Bazaar, Thangzam Road, Thingkangpai, Konpui, Thang Nuam, Pangzol, Valveng, Hlavom area Mulsand, Mualkot, Mualpi, Ti Minzang, Tongdam, Sung Sibok, Emmanuel Kupi, Lanva, Tual Nuam, Zozang, Esmon Nuam, Khubgoveng, Vi Khunum, Silmat, Saikot, Msungyo Unit, Bizang Unit, New Moltu, Taising Unit, Kamhangveng, and Lingsipa respectively.
Yo lungim hadwanga imet sa agikhel di ongpoi agikhel sa the khatbau seomin isu hingjing pathin zo se simpa yawe ahi aman di khel sa the lowin di khel na ding dang khat sa ombo na hi
wai te swat ta the na ding ina India political administration khanwain Mizoram to Manipura zonam te tenating political administration khatin hom ni chi kapai piwa
association organization umzo sezam au di bol thei di ki hom te azati lo le bible sungai nur ki di sena ki panabul pi atia ki ja imalo thia sumai ki palkha di ka tia za Manipur government ko din ni podo sa tawo ta ki pengpenga Manipur government na salvi samuan phana subogu ana sunggo au me atihon til kitang ta.
The Kuki Impeaching Nopal organized a meeting at Hill Tribal Council STC Conference Hall where leaders of every locality within Moret Town were invited. The meeting resolved to launch a poster campaign within the whole of Moret Town. These posters will be stick to every locality. The campaign aims to non-violence agitations against state Meitei forces presence in Kuki-Zau Hill areas. Some of the poster reads, Meitei State Force and Faxidios are not welcome in Kuki-Zau inhabited areas. Separate administration is the only solution.
briefing board kati tilkam tampi kasay sangin poster di kantor online ni kati joking le ngami kati sur kati yung kila suke ni tim na kani sembeli ichiwan mo kani KDPU president secretary ayin sudah kiai ko ki hotel yung ni mo pibingking ichi kati wan na kan ne ole Zan cuai tadi waktu naik yang tadi jauh tinggal bega tum kisah suke ibu orang mau suruh kota lebih banyak ini.
A 15-day under livelihood enterprise development programs on organic farming promotions to training and information sharing of food nutrition and income security kicks off at Kankulom Unit Center Tulin today. This training program is being organized for self-help groups under Kankulom Producers Cooperative Society Limited in collaborations with NABARD. These training programs aims at enhancing income for women and improve living standard. K. Haulai, chairman, delivered his welcome speech along with dedications of the program. Kaimang spoke about gender equity in development, water harvesting, and home technologies. KVK spoke on the topic bio-intensive farming and techniques for soil improvement. Experts from various fields will speak on this training using practical class and theory as well. As part of the training program, an interaction sessions was also organized by ST Kuki where various constructive points were discussed. Let Mang Kung Sai deliver vote of thanks and hence the first day of the training program concluded. Two important people, the United National Liberation Front Pambay, have been arrested in a joint operations conducted by the Manipur Police and IA and CRPF, officials said on Wednesday. They said Toksom Thoiba, a self-styled army chief of the proscribed outfit, and Lieutenant Colonel Laimayum Ingba, the head of the INT department of the UNLFP, were arrested in the operation. The National Investigations Agency and IA had announced a case reward for information leading to Thoiba's arrest, the official said. The Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India had issued a transfer order for posting of new senior immigration officer, BOL to ICP Murray. The notification reads, "This is with reference to memo number 02 IMM 2023-3774 dated November 15, 2023, issued by Intelligence Bureau Headquarters, New Delhi, regarding approval by Special Director, IB Headquarters, New Delhi, for replacement of YK Anand, Senior Immigration Officer, SIO, ICP Murray, and AD with Saiboy Singson, DCIO. Saiboy Singson has taken over the charge of SIO, ICP Murray with immediate effect, along with all available infrastructure, equipment, manpower, etc. from YK Anand. Contact numbers of Saiboy Singson are as follows. Mobile number 89-289-14902 or 9819-800417. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Tuesday said the Congress always opposed the Citizenship Amendment Act, CAA, due to the appeasement and vote bank politics, aiding that Constitution drafters at the time of country's independence had promised refugees who leave Bangladesh, Afghanistan and Pakistan over operations will be granted Indian citizenship. Addressing social media warriors meet in Sichuan, Derabat, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said, "We had said that we will bring CAA. Congress party kept opposing it. At the time of independence, our constitution's drafters had promised that refugees coming from Bangladesh, Afghanistan and Pakistan who are coming here after suffering operations there will be granted citizenship by us. However, due to appeasement and vote bank politics, Congress used to oppose it. By granting citizenship to Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, Sikhs and others, Narendra Modi ji has honored them," he added. On Monday evening, the Union Home Ministry notified rules for implementations of the Citizenship Amendment Act, CAA, days ahead of the announcement of the Lok Sabha elections schedule. The act aims to provide Indian citizenship to prosecuted non-Muslim migrants, including Hindus, Sikhs, Jains, Buddhists, Parsis, and Christians, who migrated from Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan and arrived in India before December 31st, 2014. Amit Shah further stated that due to the greed of the vote bank of certain sections, Congress even boycotted the Ram Temple inauguration ceremony. What was on the first page of our manifesto? "We will build a grand Ram Temple in Ayodhya." For 500 years, devotees across the country wanted a grand Ram Temple in Ayodhya and Ramlala gates Virasman. There, with due respect, Congress party kept indulging in Atkana, Bhatkana, Latkana for 70 years as far as the Ram Temple is concerned. Under the greed for vote bank, Congress even boycotted the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, he said, asserting that the opposition party cannot accuse the BJP of any schemes. Amit Shah said that Prime Minister Modi gave a corruption-free governance. In these 10 years, PM Narendra Modi has given political stability to the country. By ending the politics of Ayaram, Gayaram, PM Narendra Modi gave the 10-year-long government of absolute majority. In these 10 years, PM Modi gave a corruption-free governance. Allegations of corruptions of lakhs and crores of rupees were hurled at BRS and Congress. But PM does not have any allegations of corruptions of even 25 paisa against him, he said. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has approved a significant proposal aimed at expanding the National Cadet Corps (NCC) by adding 3 lakh cadet vacancies. This move comes in response to the burgeoning demand for NCC enrollment from educational institutions across the nation. Since its inception with just 20,000 cadets in 1948, the NCC is now set to boast a sanctioned strength of 20 lakh cadets, establishing it as the world's largest uniform youth organization. This expansion aligns with the National Education Policy 2020, where NCC is offered as an elective subject, addressing the aspirations of youth eager to assume pivotal roles as future leaders of the nation. The impact of this expansion will be widespread, ensuring a proportional distribution of vacancies across all states and union territories, and elevating the waiting list of institutions vying for NCC affiliations. The plan also includes the establishment of 4 new group headquarters and the additions of 2 new NCC units. A noteworthy aspect of this expansion plan is the proposal to employ ex-servicemen as NCC instructors, leveraging their skills and vast experience. This initiative not only guarantees quality training for NCC cadets, but also creates employment opportunities for veterans, underlining a commitment to honoring their service. This expansion underscores a dedication to shaping future leaders characterized by discipline, leadership, and service. The NCC aims to foster an environment where youth contribute meaningfully to nation-building efforts. Ultimately, this initiative seeks to cultivate a base of motivated, disciplined, and patriotic youth, contributing to the realizations of the visions of a developed India. Following the Mizoram government's suspension of a school teacher for allegedly leaking the high school leaving certificate questions paper on Monday, the Mizoram Pradesh Youth Congress Committee, MPYCC, and the National Students Union of India, NSUI, on Wednesday strongly condemned the Education Department Minister, Dr. Vanlal Thana, for not living up to his responsibility as a minister. At a press conference held at Aizawl Press Club on Wednesday, the MPYCC and the NSUI stated that it is most unfortunate that the question paper on social science had leaked out during the ongoing high school leaving certificate examination. As per India Today Northeast, at the same time, they also condemned the Education Department Minister, Dr. Vanlal Thana, for not taking up his responsibility as a minister and exacting extreme punishment on a teacher. Their statement highlighted that though there is a Malpractices Act 1990 under the Mizoram Board of School Education that will take necessary action against the accused teacher, the minister had taken the extreme step of submitting an FIR to Aizawl PS, C number 8224 dated 10/3/2024, and the accused have been arrested under IPC 409-417, which they stated could harm the moral and peaceful working environment in the future. MPYCC and the NSUI expect the minister to make a statement which will bring back a sense of security to students. As reported earlier, the Mizoram government on Monday suspended a school teacher for allegedly leaking the high school leaving certificate questions paper, and Education Minister Dr. Vanlal Thana at the Assembly sessions on Monday stated that one social science teacher has been suspended during the ongoing high school leaving certificate. The minister added that the Mizoram Board of School Education immediately launched an investigation went on various social media platforms. There were rumors that many of the social science questions for the examinations held on March 8 were similar to the successions given by prominent school teacher in Aizawl. Upon further investigations, Mizoram Secondary School Teachers Associations MISSTA, the principal of Mizo High School where the rumor started, some students, and the suspected teacher, it was found that the teacher confessed to providing board exam questions as suggestions to some academically weaker students during extra classes. And these students had noted down the suggested questions in their notebooks, which served as evidence, Vanlal Thana said. It was also learned that the suggested questions were not widely circulated as the special class was attended by only a few students, and that all the 10 standard students of Mizo High School did not receive the suggestion. We thank you for joining our program. That's all from us tonight.